You're watching the Wellness Hour, news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, replacing missing teeth with dental implants. And according to my first guest, he says nobody should be wearing a loose-fitting denture. With us, we have Seattle's go-to implant dentist, Dr. Shawn Keller. Dr. Keller, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me, Randy.
Now, I should say welcome back. We've had you on the program before. So for people that don't know your practice, like who's the typical dental implant patient you see?
Our typical dental implant patient is somebody who's wearing ill-fitting dentures, and they've been told they don't have enough bone for dental implants. I treat every week people who have been told they have nowhere near enough bone to place dental implants, and I haven't had to turn away somebody yet.
Okay.
Other type of patient is somebody who's missing a few teeth, and they've got bleeding gums or bad teeth, and it's not worth putting more money into those teeth. So we have the teeth out, we place the implants, and give them a fixed set of teeth in the same day.
Upper and lower. Now, people need to know, I guess how implants are typically done is in two places. You go to one place that does the surgery, another place where they put the teeth on top, and even get them maintained elsewhere. But at your office, you do both parts.
Yeah, we do.
Is that why you do it so quickly?
Typically, this can take 8 to 12 months to get done. Normally you go in and you see the dentist, they refer you out to the oral surgeon, and then you have the implants placed, then you got to go back to the dentist, then they send it out to the lab, and by the time you wait for the bone to heal, this process can take over a year.
How long does it take you?
In us, it takes 24 hours. So we do it all in I place the implants, I design the smile, we have our in-house dental lab upstairs. We have these awesome...
is it true? You said you're printing teeth like in the other room.
We have 4 3D printers upstairs, and we have the smile digitally designed.
Is that unusual, by the way?
We have this facial. It's very, very rare. There's only a few facial scanners like this in the world.
Okay.
And so we have the smile digitally designed with this 3D image of your face. We already have it all worked out, so we don't have to send it out to the lab, wait 3 weeks, have it come back in, put it in. Oh, that looks a little off. Just a minute. We'll go send it back 3 more weeks. We design it before digitally on the computer. It's really freaking cool to spin this thing around. And then after we do the surgery, 3D print the teeth, we put it in, and if we do see anything that we don't just love, we just print another pair, or I'll change it right there. Right? So the patient wakes up with these world-class, amazing smiles. Like, we always get the result we're looking for.
You travel all over the world, I guess, to learn this stuff.
I'm
Is there
always...
that much to it? You're going to Spain, you're going all over the place.
I love technology, and I love the latest and greatest, so I'm always just watching the internet. And if I ever meet a doctor that's doing something that looks high-tech or cool, I'm emailing them, and I'm out there as soon as I can to learn what they're doing. Been to Barcelona, Greece, did a residency in Australia a couple years ago.
And what are you learning? How to do it faster, or this new digital, you call it a digital workflow?
And it's kind of we're in Seattle, which I think is like the mecca of technology. We've got Microsoft, Amazon, Google. It's all right there. So we're in the perfect spot to just put this technology to use. So we have this digital workflow that's just amazing. It allows us to deliver this in under 48 hours.
So somebody watching this,
yeah,
with no teeth, right, or teeth that have to all be removed, right? If they're watching this and you had room on your schedule, the day after tomorrow they could have an upper and lower set of teeth that don't come out.
Absolutely.
Supported by implants.
Is that
an exaggeration, or
this is absolutely true.
That's happened before?
Absolutely. A good portion of our patients will be following our story on Instagram or look at our YouTube channel, and we'll plan it so they fly out on a Monday. We have the next day, we kind of get some scans and look at their smile. Wednesday, we put the implants in and we put the teeth in that day. And then the next day we fine tune it, make sure they love the way everything looks, and they're going home by Friday.
You brought a stack of photos. So I'm going to rush you a little bit because I want to get to as many of these as possible. So what are we looking at?
This is Alice, and she flew to us from Hawaii. And she couldn't eat the foods she wanted to. Those teeth were loose, and obviously it was hard to get her to smile like that.
Okay.
And so we had the teeth out, we placed the implants, put in her fixed teeth the next day, and you can see her there. She's just a different person.
Looking good.
Yeah. I want you to look at these 2 pictures side by side.
Okay.
Would you say she looks more attractive in the after?
Yes.
And that's everybody. Once you get good teeth, you look more attractive.
All right.
She looks younger, and she's able to eat the food she wants now.
How soon after the procedure can they eat?
She can eat that night. She can eat whatever she wants. We want them to take it a little easy for the first little bit of time, but very shortly she can chew on ice cubes. She can chew on, we don't want her to, but she can chew on whatever she wants.
So they're strong. So no problem with like biting into an apple with your front teeth.
These implants are down in rock solid bone, and the teeth are very durable. Certainly much more durable than her previous teeth.
How old? What's your oldest patient that that got a brand new upper and lower set of teeth supported by implants?
Honestly, I did this on a lady who was 102 about 5 years ago.
Why would a 102-year-old want to do this?
I mean, it doesn't matter how old you are. You always want to look a little better, and you always want to eat the foods that you enjoy, especially when you're 102. You want to, tasting amazing food is one of the best things you can do. And if you're eating these pasty, high-carb things that you do when your teeth are bad or with a denture, it's hard to enjoy it. People want to eat these crisp, crunchy, healthy foods and experience life at any age.
Now, and what about if you have bad gums? I mean, can you do this with bad gums?
I mean, I'd say most of the people we do this for have bad gums. It's kind of like the bad teeth themselves, the way they move and the infection around them, they're what cause the bad gums. And when the bad teeth come out, which happens that day, and the implants go in, the bad gums are treated in one day. It's gone.
So it's
instantly.
like an infection in their mouth that's being removed, or what?
The infection is gone that day. And
Their breath? What about bad breath, things like that?
It's usually the bad gums and the bad teeth that caused it, and they're gone. So these people, their breath is better, the infection's gone, they're able to chew the healthy foods they want. Once you put the proper set of teeth in there, it supports your airway, so you're breathing better at night. The posture's better. The psychological boost they get once they starting to smile bigger and feel better about themselves, their relationships improves. By calling us, they're taking control of their life again.
Because you say patients will tell you, Doc, you changed my life.
I mean,
what's
honestly,
your response to that?
It's them that changed their life by finally making the choice they want to do something for themselves and invest in themselves.
Very nice. Okay, so more photos.
So this is Brandon.
Okay.
And he had dry mouth, which kind of eats away your teeth. So he's missing some front teeth, and it kind of did some damage to his back teeth. And he was probably headed for a denture, which he didn't want to do. He was a chef, and he used to be a male model, but obviously with the condition his teeth are in, he couldn't do that anymore. Lost his confidence. So
they tell you this on the consult?
Yeah, we heard the whole story back there. And so he came to us, and in about 48 hours, we had the teeth out, placed the implants, and fixed in his new set of teeth right there. And wouldn't you agree that he looks good after that?
He does.
He's got his modeling career back. He looks like a Zoolander right there. He's flashing
He's definitely much more
blue steel at you.
handsome.
Right? Yeah, he looks good.
What do they like more, what they can eat or the way they look?
I mean, for this guy, I think it's probably a little bit of both. He looks really good. This was a funny story to me because I think he was in a little bit of a toxic relationship, and the day we put his teeth in and he held up the mirror and his girlfriend was right next to him, he held up the mirror and he looked at me and went, "Oh yeah, we're done." And then
Are you kidding me?
ensuing fight in the parking lot, and I think he's found somebody new since then, and this may be a little bit better for him. So anyway, funny story that happened in the office one day.
The people tend to do this for occasions, like they're getting married, they're getting a divorce, or their daughter's getting married.
I mean, a lot of times, yeah, people kind of don't realize how bad it's gotten, and it affects the way you smile, it affects your confidence, and as they have certain events coming up, they want to look their best for it. And I can't think of a medical procedure that upgrades your life better than this. Like the way you can smile, what it does for your health, it's such a vast improvement in just a very short time. What I've learned over the last 10, 15, 20 years of doing this for people is the way their life changes after we do it. These people are upgrading their relationships. They're getting promotions at work. Like they're smiling.
Because of what? Confidence?
I mean, it's
can't be their teeth.
I think they're healthier, but it's their confidence. Just like when you, just look at this guy. Like if you own a company and you're thinking about promoting this guy, which one are you going to promote?
Well, if one person's smiling, one isn't, you're going to hire the person, I guess, that looks positive.
Yeah, and
acts positive.
Sometimes we don't think about the effect that not liking your smile has on somebody. When somebody's ashamed of their teeth, you might take them, they're not smiling, they don't have that energy, and you just think that maybe they're grumpy or just a negative person. That's not at all what it is. They're just embarrassed of their teeth. And when we give them, when they get the new smile, it takes them a few months sometimes to even learn how to smile, but a new person comes out. This guy, he came in, his new personality, he's laughing, he's joking. When he smiles bigger. It was just a different person. Here's another patient, Randy.
Okay.
So she was kind of hesitant to get her teeth done. She had a lot of fear going on, and her husband finally decided to have this taken care of her. So he made the call, and she came in and met us, and missing a bunch of back teeth. And of course, once your back teeth go, the front teeth take the pressure and they start to go. So after meeting with her, we came up with...
So she would have been in a denture?
She was headed for a denture if we didn't do this. And so we had the teeth out, placed the implants, locked in the teeth, and just look at her afterwards. She looks like a new woman.
They look like porcelain veneers.
Yeah, I mean, we with our technology there, we really strive to make these things just look very, very natural. I mean, it does not look like a denture. It doesn't look like your typical full mouth implant case. I want you to notice the artistry here.
Okay.
So look at the first smile, the position of her original teeth. With this computer and the way that we did this with this digital design, that couldn't have been done before. Look at the black holes towards the back on each sides of her cheek there.
On the before photo, okay.
Yeah, and look at the way the teeth follow her lip. Like, that's all pre-done on the computer.
So on the after, the way the teeth are just...
Yeah.
So that's done on the computer.
It's all done before, so our initial smile just goes in great. And since we've got the 3D printers, if we put it in and it doesn't do exactly what we're looking for, we print another in half an hour and we put it in until it's just perfect. So like we can't, before we had the digital process, we couldn't achieve anything like this.
So she had the support of her husband to do this, which is nice.
After she got her smile.
What did he say?
I mean, after she got her new...
That's a big deal.
It's, freaking amazing. When she got her new smile in, he looks over and goes, "Oh, I'm really robbing the cradle now." Yeah.
She looks younger, it's true.
Yeah. She looks amazing. This next patient is Kim. She came to us from Hawaii again, and this is an awesome case. So she was spending a lot of money getting a implant here, root canal here, a crown here, and then 2-3 years later it would break again. Just spending a lot of money on dentistry that was breaking down. So she kind of heard about us and saw what we do, and came to see us. And she was kind of coming through this point in her life where she wanted to get healthy again. She started doing yoga. She wanted to eat healthier food, but with her teeth didn't match with that. So after we met with her, we took out those teeth, placed the implants, got her fixed teeth in within 24 hours.
Let's take a look at that photo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you can just see she looks younger, healthier, and we really strive on the artistry here to just get these smiles to look perfect, to match their face. There's not a one smile that fits all. You can't just order from the lab and wait 3 weeks and put in and hope that it looks good. Having this on-site lab and having our level of artistry, it's how we deliver these amazing smiles. Randy, look at these two pictures side by side. Does the after one, she looks like she could be the daughter of the other one.
That's true.
Yeah, it's like I think our teeth breaking down and aging over time are one of the main things that make us look older. There's all these other procedures out there, facelift, Botox, lips fillers. Who knows what they can do now? But honestly, I believe getting your teeth done is not only healthy, it's one of the best things you can do to make yourself look and feel younger.
When you're on the consult and somebody's telling you their hard luck story, right, of their bad teeth, do you ever kind of secretly get excited going, they have no idea how good this is going to be? I mean, do you see the end result in your mind?
That's my favorite rush of the whole thing, is just to do something that they've never heard before. And it's tough sometimes because many of them have had 5-10 other dentists tell them what they're going to do, and obviously it hasn't gone well for them. But this is so different than what they've had done. I'm not trying to repair the broken stuff that's there. That wouldn't work very well either. We're just kind of starting from scratch. And when you start from scratch and you do it this way with our technology, it's amazing what we can do.
And if they take care of them just like regular teeth, so they could last as long as, like, forever, right?
I mean, ideally, the implants should go to the happy hunting ground with you one day.
Okay.
Yeah. So like the way we put these in there, my intent is that you're done. Once you're done with these, you could chew through a doorknob if you had to. And every one of these photos, they all have regrets. The main regret is that they didn't do this sooner. Some of our patients, the longer you wait, the worse the bone gets and the more involved the procedure gets. But I haven't met somebody that we can't help yet.
We also checked you out, and you have a lot of positive online reviews.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody that has as many of us, but it's not really so much a review as it is a testimony of what this patient has been through. By the time we go through this process and we get to know them and they get to know us and their life changes, they're very happy to go tell their story, because there might be somebody else out there who needs this too, and they're afraid. And reading these testimonies is going to help them overcome that and come get the help they need.
You have a lot of videos of patients that have been through the process.
Most of the time, by the time people are embarrassed when we meet them. By the time they get done, it's a different person, and they're very
really.
Yeah, they're happy to put a video out there if they think it's going to help somebody else find us and get the care they need.
like have a tough time recognizing them afterwards because they're acting differently? I think you told me that.
I mean, honestly, sometimes after I do the surgery, the teeth go in and I adjust it, and then they come back a week later for a post-op or something. Yeah, it's like their wardrobe changes. They start getting their hair done. In fact, that brings me to my next one I want to show you right here. So this is Lucy. I did not recognize her when she came in. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that get their teeth out and get a denture placed and quickly realize that it's so ill-fitting and so uncomfortable. They don't wear it most of the time, if at all.
They don't wear dentures?
They're just
like that's how she typically was walking around?
I mean, if some people think that, when my teeth finally start to go bad enough, I'm going to get a denture. It's not as simple as you think. It's a big plate of plastic that's flipping around and then rubbing on your gums. It's miserable to wear for most people. And the older you are that you get one, the harder it is to adapt to it. If you got it when you were in your 20s, maybe you're kind of used to it. But anyway, when I met Alice, she came in and she couldn't wear a denture. So this is how we met her. Normally, that would be a very tough process. The way we did it 15 years ago and the way many people do it today is they go through bone grafting to shore up the bone. Then they wear a denture, and many visits are trying to fit that and get the denture right. With our facial scanning and digital design process, we had this new smile that you can see here, digitally designed just like this first.
Wow, looks good. Then
we place the implants to that perfect position so it feels thin and natural like real teeth. We put these teeth in within 24 hours. When she
goes from no teeth to teeth?
In 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, we put these teeth in, and then she comes back in just so I can make sure that the bite's perfect and she likes the way it looks. And I didn't know who this was sitting in my waiting room. And when I found out
she looks much younger, by the way. I think anybody watching this will agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, she's just looks beautiful. She's lighting up, and you can imagine just the before one. Is this person going to smile at you when you walk by or talk to her? Is she going to be very, very talkative,
Probably
have much energy? Yeah, the one on the left, she's talkative, she's smiling. She's a different woman. This is the reason why we do what we do. You know what the most expensive thing about this procedure is?
What?
It's all the going out to eat all the time and the vacations and all the new fun things that you're going to be doing with the new you.
It's like, I see those commercials with the guys that get new hair and then they're hiking and running and dating. Is it the same thing with this? In a way?
I mean, yeah, to me, yeah, it's a new person comes out and you can start doing the things that you want to do again.
So at the top of the show, we said no more dentures. Do you think that whether it's 20 years or 50 years, the dentures just won't exist? They'll all be attached to implants.
I mean, to me,
what do you think?
To me, denture is terrible. Besides having this loose plastic plate flipping around in your mouth, it destroys what little bone you had left. So even if you somehow adapt to it, 5 years later, it's not going to fit anymore. And then the bones, it's a lot more complex to take care of this later.
So no more dentures?
Yeah, dentures are done. They're on the way out.
So you're big on sedation. Are almost all of these patients like IV sedated or sedated in some way?
Yeah, all of these patients have been sedated. Some of them IV, some of them we do oral. It's basically we want you to come in that morning, go to sleep, and when you wake up, the teeth are already in, and we're just kind of asking your opinion and kind of getting the shape of them.
So the procedure is not painful, right? They're numbed up.
Yeah. You're going to sleep through it, and you're going to be numbed up anyway.
What do the patients say? Like typically, are they saying it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be? What do they say?
I mean, this is crazy and even hard to believe. If you go watch some of our videos on there, we're having people saying that a single extraction was worse than this. It almost doesn't, it almost seems fake from what you're hearing. But the fact that we use the PRP stem cell procedure and then...
For healing? Is that what that's for?
It accelerates the healing. So people are healing in about a third the time. And for some reason, the way the platelets and the stem cell work, it makes the pain 80-90% less. So people that were preparing to take a whole bunch of narcotics, they're taking ibuprofen and Tylenol for this. There's something about having the teeth fixed that day that protects the area where the implants went, so you're not irritating the little area. So those are all very true videos, people saying that they had very, very little pain after this, and that a single extraction was usually a lot worse.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, time for a few more. I'm going to rush you a little bit, but this is good stuff.
Okay, so this is Tina, and she flew to us from London. So we have a lot of different types of implants depending on what the patient needs. We keep a big inventory, and we do more implants in a week than most people do in a year.
Okay.
And so we have a big inventory there. She had a allergy to metal, and so it was really important to her to hear about our holistic ceramic implants that we do. And there's not many people around that place these, and people that can place them and put the teeth on.
So metal-free implants.
Yeah,
to support the teeth. Okay.
Yeah, it's just they're white. The roots actually look like teeth. We do have to place a few more of them because of the type of the implant, but it's an awesome procedure. So you can see here these teeth were there's an infection there in her teeth, and it was affecting.
That's got to be unusual to have teeth that bad.
I mean, it's a lot more common than you would think. You just don't see them because people don't smile. They're trying to hide them.
Okay.
And so, I mean, even to me, you can see it in her eyes and her skin. Like, this is an infection. It was affecting her health. And when what happens systemically when you have.
Is it hard to eat with those kind of teeth?
I mean, yeah. I mean, they were moving a little bit. There's a lot of foods that she couldn't eat. So after we did a couple of Zoom meetings and traded a scan and planned her trip out.
And she's in London.
She's in London, yeah. So she flew to us. We met on a Monday morning, got a few more scans, and kind of finalized the plan once I could get my hands on her. Next day, we had the teeth out, placed the implants while she slept, and put the prototype teeth in. And then by Wednesday, she came in and was smiling, and we made a couple changes and put the final teeth in. And then I think Thursday we saw it one more time just to make sure it was good, and she flew home Friday. And so we still keep in contact. Her local dentist sends me an X-ray just to make sure everything's still good. And
that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, we see people from around the world.
I mean, she's got to be thrilled with that result.
Yeah, I mean, she's
because
very, very happy.
She does not look like the same person.
Yeah, and she was, for some reason, she was afraid of the idea of regular implants. So we have these ceramic ones too. So, different situations require different things.
Okay, so like the health crowd that is afraid of metal, doesn't want metal in their mouth, you have another option.
Especially in Seattle, there's a very holistic crowd, and some people have concerns. So we have ways around that too.
In Seattle, it surprised me. You mentioned the health thing. So are there really a lot of people with bad teeth there?
I mean, it's
like thousands?
There's hundreds of thousands of people. There's 30 million people are already in a denture in America, and how many people are headed that way and might need a denture or this instead?
Now we got to bring this up. I guess Medicare, Medicaid, dental insurance doesn't really cover this.
I mean, yeah, Medicaid, Medicare doesn't cover it. Regular insurance might have $1,000 to $2,000 a year. We can get that out of them, but that's the vast majority of this. Most of our patients choose to do a payment plan. So we have financing, so we come in and we'll spread the cost out over 5 years for most people.
Would you say 80% of the people are financing this procedure?
Yeah, I'd probably say 80% of people just finance it. Some people just have been saving up for this for a little while. But like putting it on a payment plan and just spreading it out like you do a car.
You're also teaching other dentists how to do this procedure.
Yeah, we have a teaching institute in the upstairs where we've got all our technology, the digital flow, and how we do, and the stem cells, and how we do this so fast. So we have other dentists fly in so we can train them on this.
Does it cost more to go to a guy like you? I mean, at the top of his game?
I mean, it actually should cost less because you're getting it done right the first time.
Now, we're short on time, like a couple of minutes.
I really want to show you these.
Okay,
these ones are good. So this is Mike. He was spending a ton of money on breaking old crowns and root canals, and so he met us, and we decided to end the whole rat race of chasing bad teeth. We had the existing bad teeth out, place these. He's a paraglider, so he would get in that paraglide. That's the one, and he would take these amazing views where he would fly around the world, but he never put himself in them. After we did his teeth, he would send these videos, so he would do the selfie cam and videotape himself on his social media site. Yeah, and just look at him here. He looks like a new man. And I think I've got my final case right here. This is Lindsay, and so she was a denture case. She took some medications that she lost her teeth, and I believe she had an ill-fitting denture that she couldn't wear. It just didn't look good and it hurt too much to wear it, so she didn't wear it. So we used our digital smile designed the smile before, placed the implants, and in 24 hours she got her fixed teeth.
Now, on a computer, do they get to see what their teeth are going to look like ahead of time?
We like to show them, I mean, this digital process, it's a 3D image of their head, and we get to put the teeth on there, and we can kind of see what they like. You like your canines like this, you want to flow like this. We involve them in the process. It's really fun.
Is it emotional? I mean, when they see their teeth for the first time, what's that like?
I mean, to me, it's an amazing moment. They get to see them, like we've got the tissues ready because there's going to be some tears. Like some of them can't believe that it's true. And it's many times like we like the spouse to be involved too. So it's a very emotional, fun process. Another part of Lindsay's story that I want to tell you is something that's happening across the country. She was told that she's getting fixed teeth on implants, and she went to a local place.
Fixed teeth mean teeth that don't come out?
Yeah, or teeth fixed on implants.
Okay.
And so she was told that. And so she had the procedure done, and it was actually the snap-in one. And so they place 2 to 4 implants, and you get this, to me, it's still kind of like a denture, and it snaps over the implants. It's missing the palate, but it snaps into place. And she just wasn't happy. It felt like a denture to her. So she actually couldn't wear the thing. So when she came in, she went to sleep. I had to take the little snap-in implants out, replace the better lag bolt ones into the rock solid bone, and fix these teeth in place. And now she's super happy. But I'm seeing this more and more, these other procedures that claim to do fixed teeth on implants, and it's really this snap-in thing. So it's something to watch out for.
Be careful. Do you look? Obviously, we don't have a crystal ball, but a young person like this, do you think this puts her life in a different direction now because of her confidence and because of her, she's smiling and things like that? What's your take?
I mean, the ability to get a job or move up in your job, your relationships with your family, her ability to date, to kiss somebody. Like she's beautiful here. She's ready for the world now.
You say there are people that literally don't go out to eat or don't go outside. They're so insecure about their teeth or self-conscious.
Yeah, I mean, when like you don't, it's not an enjoyable moment to go out there and not be able to smile at people and trade that energy. We just had Calvin, who we did his teeth, and when he came back in for his cleaning 6 months later, he told us he had to get like a conversation book, because now that he's like talking to people again, he realized it's been so many years since he held a conversation. So he's watching YouTube videos on how to keep a conversation going with people, and he's getting better and better. Like, it's really exciting to see that this is an option for him.
Good. We're out of time. Final message. Somebody watching this, they're of the 2 categories. They're wearing a denture, or they have teeth that are so bad they have to go. They've heard what you have to say, but for whatever reason, they're afraid, they're skeptical. Maybe it's hard for them to believe. They don't think it's worth it, spending the money on themselves.
I mean, there's a lot of reasons to think about not to do this. It could be cost, fear, time. If it's the cost, we've got payment plans. At least come in and find out what it is and see if you can squeeze this in. If it's fear, you're going to be asleep through this, and you're going to be numb. So and we're going to ensure that the smile is going to look good. If it's time, you can't be much faster than 24 hours. And so
you've actually coined the phrase, maybe even trademark, same day new smile.
Yeah, so
is that right?
So yeah, there's some different procedures. I combine them together to invent the same day new smile procedure. So that's kind of what we're teaching at this course. And it's using the PRP stem cell procedure for the fast healing and the digital flow and the face scans to do this the way we do it. It's a one-of-a-kind thing.
So literally, I mean, if everything goes right, 3 appointments, they could have their new teeth.
Absolutely true.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
So the fact that we have the lab in-house and we've got the milling machines and the porcelain ovens getting ready to go, teeth come out, implants go in, 3D printed prototype same day. Look at it the next day when you're awake so you can make sure that you love it too. And then we mill them that night, so 48 hours later, the permanent teeth that are meant to go with you go in that day. Last but not least, if you're scared, if you're hesitant, just come on in. It's a free consultation. Meet my team, and we'll decide, and we'll help you learn what's out there. At least you can find out what your options are.
Okay, Dr. Keller, thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks
Great
for having
stuff.
me, Randy.
You've been watching the Wellness Hour news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. For now, I wish you good health.